Cancer, welcome to Bluntsaggie Tarot. My name is Robyn. And Cancer, today, let's do your general energy check-in. Let's check in on the collective. We have, well, time to go. This is leaving something behind, walking away from the known and into the misty unknown. All right, but it's definitely time to leave something behind, whether it's a pattern, habit, a person, place, or thing, experience. It could be a Pisces, or it could be some feelings here. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It also softens and resolves. All right, Cancer, let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's get into your reading. What's going on? What are we talking about? Well, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Four of Swords is in reverse as well. Okay. There's the Ten of Wands. Could be a lot of stress, a lot of burdens. Could be boundaries. We'll see. Four of Pentacles is in the middle here. We have the Two of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Swords. All right, Cancer on the bottom. We have the Star in reverse. There's the Four of Cups. When I saw that, I heard misplaced compassion. So you might have... might have very strong empathy or sympathy or compassion, and you may have maybe shown someone too much compassion. We'll see. Or there's maybe like a lack of compassion towards you. Why is the Two of Pentacles in reverse? What's this energy here for Cancer? The Four of Pentacles. Holding on to something here. Or are you holding back? Okay, the World's in reverse. The Four of Wands is in reverse. Something was holding you back. You weren't living up to your fullest potential. I think it was compassion or empathy. I'm pretty sure, Cancer, you're putting yourself last here, and it's time to stop doing that. You're never going to live up to your fullest potential, get everything you want in life when you put yourself last. Because when you put yourself last, the universe does too, but so do other people in your life, because people treat you the way you treat yourself. So there's this element here where you're no longer going to hold yourself back. Whether it's whatever that ideology is, whether you're putting yourself last, whether it's self-confidence issue, whether it's you just got a million things and you're prioritizing everything else but what you want. There's an element here where you're not going to do that anymore. You're not letting something hold you back anymore. Like enough is enough, right? Let's say you got 5 kids, but you want a job. Well, the kids are in school now, so your spouse or your partner here can help you make lunches for school so you can get a job. There's this element of no more holding back, no more holding you down, no more holding you back. Just no more. You're done. You're setting some boundaries here with the people, places, and things in your life, and maybe that's just with your mind and with yourself. But you're not really holding back anymore. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say there for Cancer? What you want to say? What do we got, darling? The Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. You could definitely be a mother or father figure, and there's the Three of Pentacles. So, prioritizing you and your needs, prioritizing you and your wants, working on the things that you need and want in life. There's definitely fears and emotions around that here, but you're going to have to face those fears and those emotions because it's time that you do that for yourself. That's basically how we're starting this reading for you, Cancer. So, okay, let's start with the Two of Cups. You're worried about this for some reason. I haven't figured out why or put my finger on why here. To some of you, I really feel like it's getting a job or working. Wheel of Fortune! And the Three of Pentacles. It's like, what's this card? This guy wants out too. He be flopping around. There's your fears, the Moon again. But there's the Page of... You're afraid of how people are going to react. Like if you're, a mother, you got a couple kids, you're afraid of how they're going to react. If you're a spouse, you're married, you're afraid how your partner's going to react. You're afraid how your family's going to react. You want to move to Japan, teach English. Your mom and dad might not support this. So there really is this element where you're afraid of how the people in your life or people that are important to you are going to react to this. And it could even be yourself. How are you going to adjust? Is there going to be culture shock moving to Japan or China or whatever here? So there's this element where you're afraid of how this change is going to go, whether it's going to be how it affects you or the people in your life. There's a fear around there, which is very considerate of you, of course. You're kind. That's a very thoughtful, considerate energy, but you still got to worry about yourself too. So you got to find that balance where, you're thinking about them, but you're thinking about yourself as well. So what's the Four of Pentacles? What do you want to say about the Four of Pentacles? Because the Eight of Swords is here. So we'll get there in a second. There's still some worries, some fears, some things that need to be kind of worked through here. There it is again. The Strength is in reverse. So you're still holding back here. The Temperance, the Page of Swords. but you're serious about this. But there's the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So this is going to catch, this is like I said, you haven't told your parents you're moving to China yet to go teach English. You haven't told your spouse you're going to work, you got a job. You're holding back your wants and your needs. You haven't fully expressed it, but you're quite serious about this. So you're getting prepared to take action here and to do this. So what do you want to say about the Eight of Swords here for Cancer? Because I think that there's still some worries, some fears, some thoughts plaguing you. Maybe over-analysis, analysis paralysis, maybe. Nine of Wands. The Queen of... Okay, you're trying to be thoughtful with the way you're expressing yourself. You're very conscientious, Cancer. I'll say that. I'll say that. There's you. You're trying to be very conscientious and thoughtful about the way that you're going about this. So you're thinking about how you're going to say this. Listen, Mom and Dad, I love ya, but I'm moving to China. Listen, honey, I love ya, but I don't want to be at home all day. I need to get a job. So there's this element where you're really trying to find the right ways to say this. You're trying to be diplomatic, you know, politically correct, and sensitive. You want to get your point across without having an argument or without them being offended. So I actually feel that the Eight of Swords here is like planning on how you're going to say this. You're in the shower, you're repeating this conversation. You're laying in bed, you're repeating it in your head. You're getting prepared to have this conversation, and you want it to go as smooth as possible. So you're trying to be very conscientious and thoughtful with the words that you're using. Okay, that's where we end the reading right now. Dun, dun, dun. So let's grab some oracles and then we'll see how this conversation goes. So what does Cancer need to surrender to when it comes to this conversation, this situation? You need to always be right. Okay, so give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help to resolve your conflicts and it will improve your relationship. Okay. Spirit animal message. What's the spirit animal message here for Cancer? Spirit animal message. Ooh, I think this is the owl. It is. Whoo. Observation. You are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation. You must hear what's really going on. Well, sorry, you must hear what's really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. So you might have to read between the lines a little bit with them as well, really read their body language in order to gauge how they're feeling about the news or whatever you're about to share with them here. Okay. What's the Akashic Record? Some of you, I just heard, you got to reverse the roles. So there's someone who's afraid to tell you something. I was really taking most of this your way, but it could be the other way around. So for them to say that to me, it is for some of you, Cancer. Okay. What is the Akashic Record? Communication. Communication is the bridge that connects people. Good communication can eliminate misunderstandings, enhance feelings, and solve problems. When we communicate with others, we should express our thoughts and feelings sincerely and also listen to each other very carefully. All right, this is a very important conversation. Very clearly it's important, so let's do it. Let's get down to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, Cancer, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are at the end of October. Let's see how things are playing out. We have Empress energy in the house. What's up, Empress? Emperor if you're a dude. Okay. Knight of Swords. Ooh, okay. So Libra, Taurus, Virgo energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We have the Eight of Cups is in reverse. Okay. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands. The Tower's in reverse. What's on the bottom? Six of Wands and the Six of Cups is in reverse. Okay. What we got? Let's see where we're going here. There's resistance, but there's forward movement. There's success, but there's definitely regrets. So the Empress and the Knight of Swords, it's like the Eight of Cups in reverse. I kind of feel like you regret not saying this sooner. Let's understand this. I'm going to say you're going after this, but the conversation didn't necessarily go smoothly. But I want to see, yeah, there's the Chariot you. There's the Sun, there's the Three of Swords, and there's the Seven of Pentacles. So this is kind of like, I'm going to do this with or without you. I'm doing this whether you agree or not. You can't really stop me from doing this. And it's kind of like this element where you kind of regret that you didn't say or do this sooner. You shouldn't put your dreams, your goals, your aspirations on hold because you're worried about how someone else is going to react or what they're going to say. But they didn't react the best. It didn't go the best. But you're not letting that stop you. So the Two of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse, for me, this is someone who was resistant. The Towers in reverse, they were resistant. They're like, you're not moving to China. You're not getting a job. You're not doing this. Don't, you know. So there's someone who was like, no, no, no. And you're just like, yeah, I'm going to do it despite that. Yeah, you can't stop me. Yeah, I'm not holding back anymore. It's just going to do nothing but disappoint me. I'll be resentful and I'll take it out on you. So there was a resistance from this person, Cancer. You were correct. They weren't 100% supportive, and you're a little bit offended and upset that they feel that way, but yet you expected them to feel that way. So it's not like you're so shocked or surprised. And you regret not doing this sooner, because the fact is you had to have this conversation. You had to face this. You can't just ignore it. And now you're going to go after this. You're going to do what you want, with or without their support, with or without their help. What do you want to say about the Tower in reverse here? Yeah, the Ace of Wands. You're going to get creative. You're going to think outside the box. The Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. And you're not going to let what they say stop you. So there's this element where it's like, I feel like they tried to say you can't do something, or they tried to talk you out of it, whether it's insulting you to do that or just giving you a whole whack of motherfucking excuses. But as they say, it doesn't matter. Well, that's really salt and pepper, but you know your value, you know your worth. You're going to do this whether they like it or not, and they can resist it all they want. They can fight you all they want. You don't care. So, Cancer, you're doing this. You don't care. You regret not taking this actions and doing it earlier. So what I'm going to say is best decision ever. Don't ever put your goals on the backtrack. That's not fair to you. You'll only resent yourself for doing that, Cancer. You can create that balance. You can make other people happy, but you got to make yourself happy too. That's what we got today, and that's where we're going. Badass success. Nothing can stop you. So, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated and benefited you. And as always, if you like your reading and if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe. It does help my channel to grow. Thank you, Cancer. I always appreciate your support. And let's close your reading off today with your final cards. Well, excuse me, your final message and your yes or no. What is the answer for Cancer, baby? What do we got here? We have compassion for others begins with kindness to ourselves. So carry this affirmation with you today. I am here right now, and that is enough. That's what I got. I truly wish you the best of luck. Oh my God, I forgot your yes or no. Hold on. Brain fart. Let me get your yes or no, Cancer. Yes or no. All right, what's the answer for Cancer? Yes or a no? What do we got, darling? We have perhaps. Okay, Cancer, truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.